Dyson Hoover, whoa. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ryan's Corner. What's up guys, we're back at it again. It's been a while, but sure, look, we're here. We're going to do another Lego review, believe it or not. On today's episode, we've got this set. We've got this set, boys. This is one that I kind of shit on in my haul there I did for June? Yeah, and we're only gonna getting around to it now. Let's jump into this and inspect some packaging. Here it is, guys. It's the Lego Marvel Infinity. Oh, what's it called? This is set number 76190, guys. It is the Monger Mayhem from the Lego Marvel Infinity Saga. Which the overall packaging of this, guys, is really cool. I love these Infinity Saga sets. I think the packaging for all these is really cool. You got Thanos up here, guys. You got the Infinity Saga logo and all there. It's just really nice looking, and I really like the scene that they're depicting here as well, guys. I just love the kind of blue and the purple and stuff around it. This white at the side is really cool, something different to make it pop a little bit, as opposed to like the Lego Star Wars sets and all that. They're kind of a bit boring at the moment. They kind of have this white brick around the side. It's fucking boring, alright? I like these Infinity Saga boxes, they're pretty cool. This set comes with 3 minifigures, guys. It comes with Iron Man, it comes with Pepper Potts, and it comes with Obadiah Stane. So a pretty solid minifigure lineup here, guys. And then it also comes with this Mech. At the top there, guys, we've got another picture of Pepper Potts there and nothing really else going on. Around the side there, guys, this is pretty cool. Just this Marvel here around the side. That's really nice. And then around the back there, guys, you can kind of see a couple of more features of the set. And you have this really cool action sequence here between the Ironmonger and Iron Man. That's really cool. And they also have a kind of a Lego-fied version here of Thanos here. In contrast to the front, you have the actual picture of Thanos here. So that's really nice. I'm trying to be hyped for this, guys. I'm trying to be fucking, you know, trying to do a bit of a YouTube job, and I was like, hey guys, what's up? Today we're going, you know, but I just can't, guys. This set has kind of pissed me off, but fuck it, we'll jump in, we'll unbox it now. So how's all doing anyway? What's up? I hope you have your cup of tea, you got your bickies, you got your snacky snacks, whatever you got. Anyway, let's jump in. Here we go, guys. Bang. I'm gonna say no more. Because I can't be arsed editing. Throw him off there. We've got 3 bags of Lego here, guys. And then we also have this kind of mini bag here. Is the instructions, guys. The cover here is exactly the same as the box. Open it up, guys. Anything here? No boring. How many steps it is? 194 steps it is, guys. And here's some extra sets to the back, guys. I have all of these except for the Benatar up here, which I'd actually love to get. It's just like 160 euro, and I don't know if I want to part that much money with for the Benatar. And then here around the back, guys, we also have some more Marvel mechs. We have the Captain America, which I have, the Thor one, and the what's his name? Miles Morales? Or, I don't know. The guy from Into the Spiderweb, that one. Anyway, guys, without further ado, we're going to jump in. We're going to build this thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Probably some cringy Iron Man hip-hop beats or something. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll do some Googling. Anyway, roll the time-lapse. Bang, and there you have it, guys. There's the set all finished there now. There you go, guys. It took me about 40 minutes or so to finish this build. It was actually a pretty enjoyable build overall. For a mech set kind of like this, you're kind of expecting an enjoyable build, because these sets are going to be pretty much aimed towards kids, so you kind of need a fun building experience, and I think they did that here pretty well. Certain sections like building the arms and building the legs were a bit boring at times, because you're basically doing the same instructions twice. So you finish with doing one of the legs and you're like, oh, you have to do that again. But overall, pretty fun build. The minifigures are great, guys. The mech, as you'd expect, has a couple of flaws that we'll get into, but I actually don't hate it as much as I thought it was going to. It looks a lot better in person, guys. It kind of pops better. I feel like when you have this in your hands, you'd understand. That being said, guys, it's still by far not an amazing set in any way. This is a bang average set. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into my little in-depth review. Starting off with the minifigures here, guys, we have Tony Stark, or Iron Man, in his Mark III armor. And holy shit, guys, this minifigure is absolutely exceptional. It might just be one of my favorites in my whole collection now at this stage. This guy is outrageous. I really love these pieces that they've included as well, guys. Just giving him a bit more kind of character. These kind of like surges of energy, these kind of lasers that he has going on. And also just continuing using this piece as well that they brought into in the what was it? The 4+ set, the Iron Man Thanos one. Yeah, this piece here, this base plate, really, really great kind of detailing they have going on here, just giving them a bit more character. And of course, well, you can just take these off as well if you just want to display him as a minifigure on his own. And here is Tony Stark in his Mark III armor, guys. Holy shit, I'm so excited to finally have this guy. We have been waiting a while, guys, to get Iron Man in his Mark III armor, and here he is finally, and this guy is exceptional. He's been well worth the wait. Chest printing is fantastic, guys. Look at the little details they have going on here, and I really love the circular heart reactor thing they have going on as well. Really, really spot on to the movie. Legs are fantastic as well, guys, and I love the way the torso kind of carries down into the legs as well in kind of the waist piece here. That looks really good. The elements of gold as well, and then also as well the toe printing here is so good. Around the back, guys, is absolutely stunning. Lego did a fantastic job here in the back. Look at that. The little tiny details they have here is great. And then of course, guys, the Infinity Saga line here for 2021 saw the return of Iron Man's flip up helmet. Look at that, guys. Isn't that just exceptional? And yeah, and this helmet, guys, is just far superior overall. I'm so glad that they continued using this helmet. Lego, in future, please use this helmet. We do not want to see the other helmet, guys. This one's far superior. You can lift up the mask here, guys, and bang, there's Tony Stark's face there, guys. Just so much better with this lift up helmet. And you can see the other side of his face here, guys, is actually useful for once, because you can lift it up. It just made no sense in the older model, the way you just couldn't see this face. It just was stupid looking. So I'm so glad that they brought back this lift up helmet. And another thing that I absolutely love about this set, guys, is the fact you can take off his helmet and bang, hairpiece. Holy shit, guys, we finally get a hairpiece for Tony Stark. This is so cool. I'm so glad that they've brought in his hairpiece here, so you can have him kind of both ways. Because like in the final scene of Iron Man 1, when he's fighting Ironmonger, and the bit where Ironmonger actually dies, you see where he kind of destroys Iron Man's helmet and it's just him there without the helmet on. So this is just really accurate. So I'm really glad that they've included this. Anyway, guys, this guy is a sensational minifigure. I'd recommend picking up the set just for this guy alone. But moving on to the next minifigure. Next up, guys, we've got Pepper Potts here. Pepper Potts isn't the most exciting minifigure, but she kind of need to be here. I think they got the minifigure pretty spot on, guys. They've reused the Hermione head here, which isn't amazing. I would have liked to have seen a better head, but it does do the job pretty well. Hairpiece is pretty solid, guys. Pretty solid kind of ginger hairpiece. Torso print is pretty accurate, guys. What you come to expect in her kind of suit that she wears. Disappointed with the leg printing. The fact as well that she kind of wears a dress in the last scene, so it would have been cool to get a dress piece here or do molded legs. You can see her legs here, or toe printing or something that would have looked a lot better, but I'm guessing all their budget went into the Iron Man minifigure. Nothing really around the back, guys, just kind of a solid kind of clean finish to the rest of our suit. There's her other face there, guys. Looks really good, but I wish it was a kind of a scared expression. It would have made a lot more sense for the scene, and it is a play set overall, so a scared face would have fit in a lot better with play. But it is a pretty solid face, and I'm really happy with this minifigure. And next up here, guys, we've got Obadiah Stane, the first major villain of the MCU, and it's really great to finally have him in minifigure form. His suit is pretty standard, guys, looks really well, pretty accurate to the scene. You can kind of see his tie there, you can kind of see this gold chain thing here. No arm printing, no leg printing at all. And no printing done to the back at all, guys, it's all in the front, but it's pretty serviceable. And then his face, guys, is really good, really nice original printing here in the beard and kind of his eye and stuff. He looks really good. No double-sided face, but because he's bald, there's really no need for the double-sided face. But this guy is pretty solid. I'm really happy to finally have an Obadiah Stane minifigure. And now, guys, getting on to the big boy himself. A set that's kind of divided a lot of opinions, especially my own. I've kind of shit on this set already, and I haven't even reviewed it yet. But we're going to get into it now. This set definitely does have its ups and downs, guys. We're going to get into it now. Overall, guys, I just want to say this mech does look pretty good, and it looks really, really accurate to the overall look of Ironmonger. It's just the scale really that bothers me. There's a lot of detailing done into this mech, guys. Pretty accurate to Ironmonger himself. Up close view, guys, we have this amazing print here for the face, guys. I think this print looks really, really good, really excellent. I love this kind of gunmetal grey that they've gone with for this character. Just a new colour that we haven't seen in Lego really before, and it kind of gives us kind of some new pieces to play around with. Really, really nice colour that they've chosen here. Really good detailing throughout the arms, guys. You can kind of see how intricate it was to build, and it was pretty fun overall to build. I really like the look of the hands as well, guys. These fingers were so simple to make, but it does give an overall good effect. We also have this cannon here on this arm, and basically you just push this, and then like these will all kind of come out like that. Gives you the effect of shooting there. It's not really my thing, but for a playset it kind of needs to be there. Over on this side, guys, kind of the same here for the arm, and we just have a different kind of gun here. Basically you kind of spin this thing around and it will fire like that. They're kind of going everywhere now. Fuck, it's going to take me a while to find them. But it's actually pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Something different to play around with. It's a lot of fun. I really like the sticker detail they have going on here on the shoulders and this piece here. I usually mock stickers, but I think they're pretty important here. They do give a lot of detail in places that would have looked pretty dull if it wasn't for stickers. There's some really good articulation in the set, guys, in the waist, in the shoulders here, in the elbows, in the hands. They kind of spin really well. It's just disappointing when you get to the legs and there's just no articulation at all. There's this bit here, but in the legs itself, they just don't bend. So if you want to kind of put them in some different poses or whatever, it's pretty difficult. There's not many ways to kind of position his legs, which is disappointing for a kid's set, for a play set that they kind of want to mess around with and have him doing some funny poses or whatever, especially when he's fighting Iron Man. That's kind of disappointing. The overall look of the legs though, guys, are really, really good. I like these kind of pieces here, the pistons they have going on here. Sticker pieces here are really nice to see. Just pretty spot on to the Ironmonger character himself. Turn this guy around and you kind of see a sticker piece here. Gives a bit more detailing into the waist. You do have some articulation here in the feet though, guys, and his toes do move a little bit, so you kind of move them a little bit like that, but that's all you really get. You kind of swivel back and forth as well like that. And these piston pieces here are really, really nice. They just give a lot of detail here that kind of breaks it up a little bit. But this kind of darker grey, this lighter grey works really well. Around the back here, guys, you can kind of see these pistons that'll kind of move in and out when you're kind of moving his arms, and that's a really, really great detail that the Ironmonger himself actually has. Now this piece here in his chest, guys, is really cool. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark piece. I was trying to demonstrate it just there, but it's just not coming up on my camera. It's just not picking up, but it does actually look pretty cool. The only thing that's disappointing is the fact that this is a sticker piece. This would have worked a lot better if it was a printed piece. The way it's just not perfectly in the center, it just annoys me. I know that's my sticker placement, but it just would have worked a lot better if it was a printed piece. Now moving on here, guys, you can lift his head up here, and you can kind of see the cockpit a bit there. Pretty standard, pretty basic. It's exactly like the Hulkbuster set that came out a couple of years ago, guys. The cockpit is exactly the same in terms of design wise anyway. Bit of brown there, guys, a control panel there, and you can also just kind of fit Obadiah Stane in there. I've noticed you kind of have to position Obadiah in here a certain way, or else this thing won't close completely. Sit this guy in here like this and close this up. See, like, he won't close properly. There you go, he's in there now. That's probably the best way you're going to get it. Now this is probably my biggest flaw really with the build of this set, is the fact that there's no place really to put the head. There's no real spot that it clicks into or anything. You can kind of put him like this. He looks a bit silly. He's at the break in there. Fuck's sake, go back on. I think that's the best way to put it like that, but I don't know, it just kind of looks a bit silly there. There's no real place that it goes and kind of fits nicely. And the fact as well, when you have it closed, you can kind of just still see in there. It's just, what? That's so bad. Even that Hulkbuster set that I was talking about, that was really bad. At least it was closed off. The fact that you can just see him in there, that's just not what Ironmonger looks like. That's just so bad. And this set as well also comes with this little crate here, guys. You can kind of key in a code here. It opens up, and that's where you kind of keep all the studs that he fires out there. So that's a nice little accessory to have. So overall, guys, what do I think about this set? I don't dislike it quite as much as I thought I was going to. I was expecting to come into this set and just hate it, but overall, it's a pretty decent set. It's just not what I imagined when I heard about this set. It's a pretty decent mech for kids, but it's just I feel like they missed a trick here, Lego. It's just basically, when I heard about this set being leaked back in February or March, I just had this idea in my head of what this set was going to look like, and this just wasn't it. I had this idea of Tony Stark's mansion, and there's Obadiah Stane with an Ironmonger kind of big fig as opposed to an actual mech build. The big fig kind of around the scale of the big Thanos and the big Hulk. and that would have worked a lot better in terms of scale. Now, I know I'm not a big fan of people when they want Lego sets to be in scale, because it's very hard for Lego to be in scale. It's Lego after all. But I feel like here would have worked well. It would have worked well to have, you know, Tony Stark's house, an Ironmonger big fig, and Pepper Potts, and they had like a play feature where you could push Ironmonger into like their big reactor thing and it would blow up. Or that would have been fun. That would have worked. That would have been cool to see. It's just not what I expected here, and it's just kind of lazy by Lego to just kind of shit out another mech. This is already the third mech we're getting in this one wave. Like, Jesus, ease up on the mechs, will you guys? In terms of scale, guys, Ironmonger would have been perfectly fine being about the same size as one of his legs. If they had made Ironmonger this big, that would have been perfectly fine. The rest of this is just so out of proportion and so out of scale, and it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. But to take that outside of it, take that away from it, guys, it's a really, really decent mech. For a playset for the kid, it's a really, really decent mech. I'm kind of surprised by how much I do like the design of it. There's a couple of major flaws for me, especially this headpiece and the leg articulation, and the fact you kind of see inside is kind of a bit of a blow for me, but overall it's a pretty solid mech. And you get some pretty good minifigures here, guys. Iron Man Mark III obviously being the main seller for me here. I was expecting to come into this review, guys, and give it like a fucking 2 or something, but I'm stuck between a 6 or a 7, and I'm gonna be positive, guys. I'm gonna give this guy a 7. It is a pretty fun playset once you kind of get past my initial gripe with what I thought it was going to be and what I wanted it to be. When I kind of just sit here and review it for what it actually is, it's a pretty okay set. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And there you have it, guys. There's the final look now of the Lego 2021 Monger Mayhem set from the Infinity Saga. I hope you guys enjoyed. Overall, guys, not an amazing set at all. Definitely better Marvel sets out there, but it's a pretty decent mech set if you're going to get it for your kids or whatever. It's actually an okay mech set. It's just, I'm just bored of them. I'm bored of everything being a fucking mech. Lego, step your game up. Do something different, will you? This is like the fucking 27 mech we've gotten this year from Marvel. Can you not do anything better? Anyway, I've covered this. I've done this. I've been over this, all right? I'm really excited to see what Lego do in the future with this Infinity Saga line. There's so many other movies, so many other great scenes that they can review and go back on. So I'm excited to see what to do in the future. Leave it in the comments below, guys. Which movies do you think Lego should go back and look at for making scenes, or, you know, some cool shit that they haven't done in the past, guys? Old MCU movies that it's been a few years since we've gotten a set from. Let me know, because this is the first time we've ever gotten Ironmonger in Lego form. So this is pretty cool to see. It just kind of fell flat for me the way they did it. So let me know what kind of movies you want to see or what scenes they can do. Anyway, yeah, this is the longest fucking sentence I've ever said. But yeah, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys know what sets I have. So leave it in the comments as well what other sets you want me to see. Because yeah, I'm going to be busy. I've got a lot of sets to get through. So let me know which ones you want to see, and I'll try and prioritize them. Okay, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed this video again. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and all that shit. Dyson Hooveners for life. You're the best. Thanks for smashing it. This has been Ryan signing off now. See you next time.